Greetings, everybody. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Escape the Tomb World, Episode 11, Food Insecurity. Is everyone set to travel food? Not yet, but they will be. I am actually going to want to get the electric stove up and running as soon as I can, because otherwise we're going to run out of food, which is going to be a big problem. Well, first things first, a wall around us would be good. So Rhad is cutting stone, Techie is building. Actually, Techie, you could go back to mining, and Nakos can build. Instead of, play with horseshoe pins. The schedule is set up correctly, yes. All right, he failed at it again. At some point, you're just a failure. Techie is getting the steel that we need for the stove. And there we go. We are enclosed. At least the initial structure. Then, of course, there's the additional structure over here that is going to need to be enclosed. I'm going to hold that off with marble, though. I'm going to set that up with, like, slate or sandstone. So I'm going to say make with any stone block. And then once we have the barracks-ish thing and the farm-ish thing set up, I'll start working on the protection for the power grid in the ship, as well as turrets. A big push for turrets. Maxu, soaking wet, sad wanders. That's fine. Why aren't we roofed? It was like nobody's bothered to do it. That's cool. Thanks, Nakos. I'm blaming you on this one, Mr. Takes a Nap during peak time. Mad Max, thank you for the bits. And an insult spree, hurling at Rhad. Cool. I don't actually mean cool. I mean, that sucks and is annoying, but cool. Yes, insult the one that is sad wandered. That works. So here is some more recreation. And a volcanic winter, but not for here. Techie, I want you constructing. And you are. And now that we have an electric stove, I'm going to be cooking simple meals until we have 4. With vegetarian only. Oh, a toxic fallout. Nice. So all the plant life that exists here is going to go poof in a second. Because we've got double trouble. Come on, Rhad. They're getting it rough? Yeah. They're not really, they're not settlers that are, like, recognized for this kind of requirement. Like, they're not made for this. Not even close. So they're going to have a lot of issues with mood and the like. One thing I actually could do, here, let me remove, now that this is laid out, is, well, you guys are busy screaming at each other. I can't understand why I can't get anyone to build a expletive roof. Like, build the roof now? Like, what is going on? I have constructors with high priority construction, and they're just like, you know what? Let's get rained on, and then insult one another as we're being rained on. Because, like, that seems to be a totally legit strategy for these, mental geniuses. These... Good lord. Alright, the bug tile I'm just gonna abandon, because that's getting annoying. Thank you for the roof! God. God almighty, that was ridiculous. Oh, good, and Nako's got plague. Get to the bed. Okay. I'm about to have a mental break with the behavior of these guys. All right. Everybody is in the bestest mood ever. Having been insulted and having to sleep on top of one another, tantruming and smashing everything up. Okay, let's go with sandstone. And I'll put as much roof over this already, because we're protected from radiation, but not toxic fallout, as far as I know. I think we can also get toxic fallout at the same time. Don't punch the meds! Dear lord. Oh, and a social fight! Oh, good, the Glitterworld meds. Yep. That's what we need. And another tantrum. At least the raid's on a different map tile, so it's not going to bother me here. Oh, and Maxu's down. Did you, like, rip a leg off or something? Yep. Bye-bye finger. It's the Doom Loop. They'll all get Catharsis pretty soon, though. I don't know about Nako's, who's going to need doctoring, but everybody else is going to get Catharsis relatively soon. So I guess I'll stop Maxi from bleeding out. As long as they don't destroy something really, really important, which they seem to be doing anyway, it should be a recoverable Doom Loop. But we'll see. I could be wrong about that. Alright, so the Catharsis should be kicking up. Lucky? A carver named Lucky. Yeah, I'm gonna postpone that. So I'm planting a bunch of dandelions to make this area prettier. And then also putting it as a home zone and then having someone, I don't know who yet, but someone repair the heck out of it. Or clean the heck out of it. So Dennis, I'm gonna have you clean. So it's not so ugly. Alright, Rhad, you're gonna start cooking. Now that it is being cleaned. And Techie, you're good. I'll accept Lucky. Lucky is very old and very banished. She was not what you would call winning material. Not even a little bit. Oh man, insulted 10. All right, we are definitely getting the roof over our heads. Oh, a psychic droner. That's what we needed. Thank you. Thank you, Randy. Oh, but wait. It could be worse, Randy says, tauntingly. So I'm just trying to get the roof over where the farm's going to go so that we can protect it. And then after this steel here, I will set Techie and Rad to be required to be within the zone so that I get some construction set up. You are going to destroy stuff. Cool. All right, the other home zone I'm going to set up now. And then I'm going to start growing in there as soon as it's enclosed. Part of me wants to just, like, knock Maxu unconscious. But that's only going to make it worse. Oh, a psychic ship! So a psychic droner and a psychic ship. Dear Lord. Randy, cut it out. So for a psychic ship, naturally, one of the ways to clear it would be triggering animals, like a psychic animal event, but clearly I'm not going to be able to do that as there's no animals here. I don't have an EMP launcher, so I can't really... that won't be a method that works. So I'm stuck maybe luring them? And that's the best I can do? Alright, so Maxu's due for some sort of psychotic break next, I think. And we should be able to get this farm up and running. So, Rad, let's get... if I want to illuminate... Oh, this isn't powered on. Because someone broke the cable. Mr. Loser McLoserface. So if I wanted to grow more easily, I'm going to have the glow stool in the center here so that it casts light so that we can grow easily in there. Because that way the perimeter will be illuminated from the glow stool. And it will make it really easy to move around in this space without having to quit flirting with my girl, dude. You can't. Oh, Maxu's gonna slaughter Yoda. All right, Maxu, get ready to get punched in the face super hard. Yep. Congrats, Yoda. You're good. And he still has a break risk, even though he has double catharsis from the double droner. Alright, we are nearly done hauling everything in. And then I have to figure out how I am going to deal with 2 Lancers, 2 Scythers, and 2 Pikemen. Using some sort of magic to kill them. I don't have any idea what I'm going to do, given the death spiral that I'm currently in. But we have a farm, and we have a barracks. So that's something, I guess. Everybody is going to be sent to simple and fine meals. And then let me finally tune the radiation zone so we don't go wandering around outside getting irradiated and also toxic fallout, because we have both going on right now. This doesn't have them strictly inside. They can be outside to repair the walls, but it's mostly. I do not have IEDs for the mechanoids, nor do I have mortars. So I can't set like a EMP IED off. What it could do is research that though. If I got a research bench, and it does mean that I would suffer the a marble research bench. I mean, okay, whatever. It does mean that I would I'd suffer the droner for a bit, but you're right. I don't really know of a better solution than to try to trigger a EMP IED or blow up an EMP shell on them and then just take them by force. That's my best bet. Also waiting until my morons here are healed up that've been punching each other in the face. So now all the glow stool is sewn. I think I'm going to expand it a little bit. And then let's clear out the... Yeah, that's a lot easier to see. This will become heal shroom. And then this here will become rad fungus for filters. And close the generator just in case. Yep, once I have enough stone. I don't yet. Once I get enough stone, I'll do that. And the ship, ideally. A heat wave, but it didn't hit me here. I've been keeping the other colonies open so that they can absorb all the bad, juju. Leaving me relatively protected from the nonsense. So Eli did get minor radiation, but that will fade. Nakos is over his plague. Now I'm just trying to build up the research to be able to protect myself. So let's get IEDs, or actually mortars, because... No, well, going straight to IEDs will give me the ability to... Actually, I'm going to just make a machining table and give myself EMP grenades. Why that one block hole in the rad fungus? Oh, by mistake. And then I think what I'll do is put Yoda here. Yoda's going to have a very sad existence briefly. Or for a while. Kibble. Here. It'll keep him safe. I could stick him in a pod, but because those pods out there aren't... These pods aren't enclosed, they're not that safe, to be honest. Because they could get destroyed by raiders. So Yoda, you're going to go to the Yoda zone, which has your kibble in it, and you just wander around in a tiny... It's not that much different than this little pedestal, I suppose. Alright, so the Psychic Droner just ended, except for we have now this droner. Didn't I get an EMP launcher from a raid previously? Yeah, and it's right here. Not exactly going to be useful to me. The other thing I could do is to have Techie make a run for it and get some of this uranium, and then to build mini turrets and batteries, and then to uninstall one of the batteries and then reinstall it where the mechs are, powering up the mini turrets to be able to fight the mechanoids with me. And I think a mix of that and the EMP grenades are probably the winning the winning recipe. So that's what I'm attempting to do now. But it's gonna suck. So I'm gonna get irradiated. So I'm gonna want my my radiation Techie's already pretty low. But that means Techie has to come all the way down for the uranium. I could do it with steel, but steel turrets are just very delicate. I do have 42 uranium already, but I'm gonna need more steel, so I have to get down there anyway. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 might be good. Might. We'll see. And yeah, I am... Oh, you know what? Eli, I can't risk you out here. So Eli, don't mind. Where's preach health when you want it, right? That might be more heal shroom than I need. I'm not sure. Well, Yoda's literally swimming in kibble. I don't really have to worry about his food for a while. Maxu, you should not cook. Leave that to Rhad. And then I've uninstalled these steel tables so I could just break them down. What? The uranium meteorite on the map? I think that landed in a different map. If you're meaning this one, it is on a different map tile entirely. Oh, I guess some raider came here and smoked everything. Oh well. Dennis, congratulations. You are just an idler now. I think actually what I'll do is have Dennis dump... I'm going to spend Dennis's life force, for lack of a better term, and have him go for stone cutting. So Dennis, you are going to be unrestricted as a stone cutter. And I'll just, anytime I see his radiation start to creak upwards, I'll have him go for cover. So here's the battery. Good, and that will start to charge up. And then we'll get the steel for the machining table. I'm also going to want to get some solar, because this geothermal generator only has a power of 220 left. So either that geothermal generator or get one up here. I'll get 2 geothermal generators and just do my damnedest to wall them up. So let's break down these steles as well. So radiation zone, allowing these steles to, or stelas, or whatever they're called, to get broken down for material. The other thing is, I do have a ticking clock. I have like 3 hours left. I could go overtime, but obviously, as time goes on, you know, I've been at this for 9 hours. My mental focus isn't where it needs to be able to survive. So, like, the longer this goes on, for me to try to stretch to the stars, the worse I get at gameplay. Some of the situations, like having a triple launcher just shoved down your throat, it's like, what could I even do, right? You know, there's not much that I could even defend against that, but I will do my absolute best to try to stay focused enough for the win here. So I'm trying to wall this up so that there's a bare minimum amount of material used. and so that we can keep this region protected. So it looks phallic, but, you know, whatever. And we'll put a door in there. And then I'll also do the same thing with the Geogeny. I like to put space around it in case it catches fire, though. So it's a little bit more material, but it's worth it in the long run. And I'm keeping a close eye on my radiation levels here. Got a little heat stroke. Eli is the most irradiated. Just to keep an eye on that. So Eli, I'm going to create another zone here, which is inside. Or Insidfi. Inside. Just so that those that are a little bit extra irradiated will not be able to venture outdoors. We'll keep them on house arrest. So you are on house arrest. If I want EMP grenades, I'm going to need some steel and components. I do have the material for that, but I'm going to turn this off for now because I'm still stockpiling for these turrets. And then Techie. This totally sucks, I know, but I just don't see another scenario. Let's have her come down here and do some uranium mining. It's high noon. She has enough food to last her. Hopefully she can go the distance and get it done. And then Rhad. The radiation zone is going to be allowed here. The other issue that I foresee, we do have a diminishing amount of food. So a lot of it is a non-ideal temperature, which pushes me to believe that I really need to get this geothermal generator sooner than later. Because it is freaking hot here. And it's only going to get worse. And my plants aren't growing. And if my plants aren't growing, I'm on life support. So I'm going to get the... That might even be a higher priority than what Techie's doing, to be honest. Because we have a heat wave here, and the heat wave is just gonna... It's gonna burn me up. And it's gonna suck. Man, the game won't let up. 'Tis brutal. There's not a lot in terms of structures that I could break down for steel. A lot of these are slate. Some of them are steel, but it's not a lot of material. Nakos will be asked to do that, but I think what I'll do is I'll just mine 2 of these segments with Techie and then have her return. So for the radiation zone, I will include where these cables are going so we can get power for air conditioning. Because that is that's a new demand that we're having. Yeah, toxic fallout, radiation, heat wave, and a psychic droner, and apparently a mech hive of breachers that just landed on me. I'm not really sure that this is, like, doable anymore. It's why I hate doing the go to the oh, they're all Scythers. To go to the AI ship because of the... Yeah, I've already spoken about that, so just gonna keep quiet. Techie, you are not going to be able to get back in time, are you? Yeah, without totally imbalancedly strong characters, like it's kind of just a snowball's chance in hell that this ever really works out. But we'll see. I'm trying to get one of these turrets built. I could have brought the other turrets, but they do weigh a lot, so they could be pretty tough to carry. Obviously, if they shoot me, I'm just, like, dead. But that breacher is gonna punch a big hole here anyway. Oh, he shot Dennis. Okay, the doors did close in time. Dennis, you barely have a torso. Eli will tend to you. And this... No, actually, get out of there. I don't know if this is savable. Oh, Techie is downed immediately as she tried to approach. I don't know where they're going, which is odd. They're just blowing stuff up that they can blow up. Alright, Dennis, I do realize that you have basically no torso, but I can't spare you right now. Nikos, keep building. And let's try to lure the Scythers over with our shooters. The other issue is, like, everybody that we got in the group has such zero combat skill or is entirely pacifist that no one really can fight, and the only one that can fight disappeared due to a save scum, so that didn't do me any favors. And Yoda's dead. So, plus and revert. Yeah, I don't think that was winnable. I really only have one person that can even remotely fight, which is Rhad, and then the rest of them are cannon fodder. Now, the thing about this, I would say, is if I get the same raid again, I'm going to revert without the addition of the save counter. Because if it's a destined raid, I'm not going to spend 2 save counters to avoid it. That doesn't really make any sense, to me at least. So I'll just load an older save that I have instead. So we're back to yellow. And, man, that heat wave is freaking terrible. Alright. Nikos, let's get you to start to make these turrets, because they are very, very important. Alright, Techie should be hauling home enough for 2 more turrets. Of course, I can't really power them up because I have a very finite amount of power available to me. So that's one of the things I'm trying to solve. So there's the uranium turret that I really wanted, and I'll work on others. Could you not botch? JFC, don't botch. I can't afford it. Alright, so the toxic fallout has settled, which means there's only radiation out here. That's somehow supposed to be a comfort. Here is turret number 2, and we're about to get steel for turret number 3. These are only going to be useful if I can drive enemies to them. In the case of that breacher, it wouldn't have really helped unless this cable was built, because I would have to put the turrets out here. Eli, how's your... it's still minor, so you're going to stay inside. Hey, Focal Fury. I am doing well. Having bad luck, or just a rough scenario, bit of both. But, well, nonetheless, can't complain. Alright, I might try to counter this heat wave with a passive cooler? Because I just don't see myself being able to produce enough for... Yeah, I just need to do anything that I can to try to counter it as fast as I can. So Eli, you are going to go to radiation zones. Because I need you mining, even though you have radiation. I kind of don't care. I need the steel. And then after this node of steel is done, where is the closest? I don't think it's all that close. It's way up here, maybe. Or down. That's a little closer, possibly. Run a line to the ship for extra power? Oh, good call. Let me do that before I do the geothermal. I didn't know why. Well, whatever the reason why I didn't think of that, thank you. I'll do that. So that line will help me with my AC. Oh! And that will help me too. Alright, Techie is burning up. One of the things I could do with Techie is have Techie switch cowboy hat with someone. There's not a lot of steel tied up in those two turrets, so I'm not going to worry about deconstructing them because it's like 6 steel. It's not going to be enough to make a difference for the air conditioner or anything like that. Nikos, you should be heading over here deconstructing these columns for me. For steel. And then I'll turn all that steel into an air conditioner as soon as Rhad decides to... Hey, stop that. Build this. 1 left. Alright, it's serious. Got it. You are going to be inside. So now we have an excess of 1200 watts, and I'll set an air conditioner here. Oh. Well, that almost blew up on Techie's face, but she somehow did not get hit by the blast, so... Cool. We are currently lacking components. Also, our cables are burning down. So if we're lacking components, we have to head up here. Or destroy more of these. I'll destroy more of these. Because I don't need all of them. And then destroying them actually reduces the total value of... Oh, crap. What were you doing? Yeah, hull. Compact machinery! Nice. That's going to help a lot. Destroying those is going to help to decrease the total value of the map tile. Okay, Rhad, I have no idea why you're... Hold on. Yeah, haul the components. There we go. Cooler. About to be online. There we go. And now it should be pulling the temperature down. Alright, quick health check. Minor, initial, 0, minor, minor. So, Nikos, Eli, and Techie are going to be stuck inside. For their own safety and security. The heat wave is over, but it's still really hot. It's hot enough that I'm going to want another cooler on the other side. The issue, of course, is the components that I don't currently have. So let's deconstruct this with Rhad's all. That makes 3, and that's enough for me. And I'm going to put this one here so that we can cool down the farm as well. Because the farm is not going to grow anything unless we have AC. Why aren't you powered on? There we go. Dennis is going to go crazy, so I'm going to have Dennis hop into one of these pods. There's no way with the psychic drone as it is now that he's not going to lose his mind. Okay, the temperature in here is okay. The growth rate is pretty good as a result. But this droner is going to be really, really, really terrible on Rhad as well. So it is... Techie, I have to have you mine up here. We just have to Hail Mary for the... for the droner. I don't really see a reasonable alternative. So I have 2 mini turrets, a little bit more steel, and I should get 3. I don't have enough uranium for the 4th. We'll plug in the battery, and we'll just see what we can do. I'm also out of cooking material, so travel it is. And then we're down to kibble, unless I can get stuff grown. Duty. Thank you for the reset. And Tech Wolf for more bits. Thank you, Tech. Oh boy. Only I had like preach health. Be able to get him back up to normal. What is unroofed here? Oh, right in the center. I'm just trying to contemplate whether I think it's worth roofing that or not at the cost of a grow spot. I'm going to guess no, unless I see the temperature climb problematically. So we're over here grabbing components for EMP grenades. Somehow the EMP grenades are going to help us against this droner. And then also, then we're going to need to grab some steel for the remaining turrets. It's one of these, like, I really, 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 really need the droner, the psychic ship down. But the longer I wait, the worse it gets. So it's like, what is more urgent, that the psychic ship get taken care of, or that I build up my ability to survive the fight? And I'm just not sure of the answer. Nakos with minor. Is there a big steel thing out here somewhere? There's some steel walls and doors. Oh, this is a big steel structure. So Nakos, I'm going to allow you to come out here. Meaning... this will help to give us the steel that we need for the EMP grenades and the turret. Once he's up. And then Rhad, go mine at the compacted steel too. Actually deconstruct these. Haul them back. Because Rhad, too, is going to have a psychotic break sooner or later from the droner. All males are. And then I'm down to just like 2 people. And that's a really bad situation to be in. So I'm still trying to build up the steel. You guys managed to get the components out of this mountain, which is great. So we'll remove that as a zone. And then we have this giant thing of compacted machinery that if we need it, we can grab it. I just wish there was a way for me to miraculously improve Rhad's mood. I could, I guess, go to an adjacent tile to try to get an ancient dangerous psychic pulsar, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get a pulsar fast enough for it to be helpful. You know, the only thing that would be really helpful is to literally leave the map tile, and that would have me avoid the psychic droner. All right, so now we have the EMP grenades getting underway, and then I'm going to unlock for the turrets. And I think I'm actually going to try for 4 turrets, meaning that when Techie's up, I'll have Techie eat, and then go for the uranium for the 4th turret. 4 turrets and a EMP grenade. So if I EMP the Scythers and the Lancers, the pikemen might kill someone, but it's just like a risk I'm going to have to take. And the Nakos, you are in the inside zone. That's probably for the best. Eli, I'm going to put you in inside too, because you're going to be fighting out there soon. So, let's see here. Uranium turret. And then we need... Nope, we have enough steel for both. Awesome. So everybody except for Rhad, be on the inside. Save your radiation. Oh, no, I need uranium. So Techie, you are going to be sent down here to get probably 2 things of uranium. Might as well do that while I'm down there. And then that means Rhad, if you don't go crazy, or actually, Rhad, you stay inside, and then Eli, you come out. Because Eli as a brawler is not going to be very useful in this upcoming fight. I'm going to have Eli attempt to do as much mining as possible for what we need. Looks like Nakos is about to go. So Nakos, you're going to join Dennis. Because right now you're just a mouth to feed. Maxu is on a random tantrum. As long as it doesn't break something important, it should be okay. Not that okay, but okay enough. And I've hauled enough of this steel home to build a 5th turret, I think. Eli can brawl a pike. Yeah, I suppose that's true. So we're going to go for 5. And then you stay inside. And then everybody recreate as much as you want. So update. Prepare for the ship fight. You'd think having this ship would make them more hopeful? Yeah, no kidding. It's the only way that we know off the planet, and they're going a little nuts. Alright, Maxu's back to making the EMP grenades. Good. And then, as soon as we have the EMP grenades made, we'll take the battery and all the turrets, head over to the ship down here, and nuke it. Oh my god. This is brutal. I kind of wish Dennis wasn't in the crypto sleep, but he'd immediately just have a mental breakdown. Do they wake on proximity? No, not so much. I'll be able to set up for them first. All right, you stay inside. We're waiting on Maxu now. My worry is, and I'll probably save first, but my worry is that I fail the first attempt. Oh, what the? Okay, it's not on this map tile. It is my original home, which is long abandoned. Just sitting here to absorb bad luck. Thank you for tuning in to the RimWorld Miniseries Marathon winner for May, Escape the Tomb World, which originally streamed live on Twitch May 21st and May 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this series has since ended, it streams only once. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com or the description of this video have a link to Discord. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to all my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and people that turned out to this live stream, as well as viewers like you on YouTube. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or another series on Twitch. Farewell.